Nancy Sellers, and here in person is America's Master Gardener, Jerry Baker.
Nice to meet you. Hey, I got to answer a question I know is going through all of your heads right now. Have you lost a lot of weight from when you did these films? Yes, I have. I've lost 30 pounds in 5 months, and the way I did it was I just stopped eating fat. I eat all the food I want, I just don't eat fat. So there. Stay natural.
How-to programming on Channel 11. You're on the gardening show, you're going to learn how to eat and live better too.
But that is the truth. For instance, if you eat certain greens, there's less chance that you will, number one, get cancer, that you will not have heart disease. All of these things are all natural. And the sooner we get back into natural gardening and natural living and slow down. And now that I am an official senior citizen, I am now 65 years old, and why they work, and I know they work, and that's what I want you to understand. When you make a pledge right here, and then and the gifts that you will get will help your gardening and your health much, much better, right?
That's right. We know how viewer-supported television works, and we're here now to share that with you. Your call now is an investment just as surely as planting seeds will grow something good and beautiful for you. When you call and become a member of your station, you are helping to nurture it for the future. Call us at 312-588-1111. We'll be taking and answering some of your questions for Jerry just as soon as you hear what the wonderful incentives that you may want to have for joining us. Here's Kathy Dahl.
Thanks, Nancy, and we do have some wonderful incentives this afternoon. Please go to your phone. We always have our $40 basic membership, which entitles you to a year's subscription to 11 magazine and the members card. But if you can pledge at a slightly higher level, we will be more than happy to send your way today as a thank you gift for becoming a member of Channel 11. A Jerry Baker's Lawn Problems, the Lawn Problems videotape in this series of videotapes. This is exclusive to public television, and it is $75. But if you could pledge at a slightly higher level, hey, for $85, we'll be more than happy to send along to you, and these are going like hotcakes. These 8 books on just about everything to do with your lawn, gardens, flowers, plants, roses, everything you need to answer all your questions about lawns are right here in these 8 books, and they are presented and put together by the Master Gardener himself, Jerry Baker. So please go to your phone right now. 312-588-1111 is the number, and if you put your pledge of $75 or $85 on a credit card, we're going to send along to you these tips as well. And Jerry puts this out every year for his family and friend because, like you heard him, he said he's sick and tired of having people asking him all these questions. So they've got a great tip sheet, and we're going to include that in your pledge packet when we send it out to you. So please go to your phone right now, 588-1111, and now we're going to get some more great tips. Nancy?
Well, you know what we find that you folks are asking are how to get rid of certain things, and they seem to fall in categories. How to get rid of certain critters, how to get rid of other kinds of plants and flowers that are unwelcome, and how to get rid of insects. For example, in fact, Chuck, our super cameraman, and his wife Yolanda is a native of Flint, Michigan.
Where I was born, right.
That's right.
Yes, we
well,
talked
Chuck
about
and Yolanda Haney want to know how to get those pesky chipmunks and rabbits from destroying their vegetables.
Well, one of the best things in the world to do is use human urine and Murphy's oil soap. And you would use the oil soap in a teaspoon of the quart, tablespoon of the gallon, cup to 20 gallons. You would use human urine. The older it is, the stronger it is, the longer it lasts. Look for a drunk with a hangover and a bad temper. Really works great, folks. And you will use this at 1 ounce to the gallon. So make your soap solution relatively low, putting the urine in there. You spray it on everything that the varmints come around.
So that's true for rabbits. Would the same be true for moles?
For moles, then what we do is we mix castor oil, soap, and urine. And there we're going to take a 4-ounce bottle of castor oil, 8 ounces of soap, and 1 ounce of urine. We will gently mix this together very carefully, and then we will use it in our hose end sprayer. Add a teaspoon to the quart, tablespoon to the gallon, cup to 20 gallons, and overspray all the area where the mole is coming in. But you want to remember, the reason the moles are there is because they're after the grubs and the angleworms. You will use a material called Grub X. It's available in any store that sells Scott's products, You put it down once, it kills all of the grubs and all the larvae from the Japanese beetle and anything else that you want. You put it down once a year, which makes it different than others.
Wow, that's great. That just answered a couple of our questions about Japanese beetles. How about box elder bugs and borers
Well,
on white birch trees?
Okay, box elder bugs can be taken care of using a chemical called methoxy. If you can't find it in the product by itself, you will always find it inside a fruit tree spray. Malathion methoxychlor Captanin 7.
How about snails?
Well, snails, you use beer as a bait. You simply take and pour a little beer into a little tray, put it in the ground so it's level so the snails can crawl in, but that's not what kills them. You use 25% aluminum sulfate, 75% pelletized lime, apply it from your hose, from your whirly spreader on a number 2 into the area where they're coming. Make sure that you put it in the grass and around, but make sure that the beer is on the far side of it. So now as they belly up to the bar, they got to come through the death zone. It worked every time.
Well, we have some bait for you. It won't have such disastrous results, but our bait, our incentive is not only having the Master Gardener present here and answering your questions, but also offering you his videotape and most importantly, his booklets. We have a set of 8 booklets for you full of tips and tricks and tonics that he's developed over the year. And as you can see, they're broken down by category: roses and vegetables and lawns and flowers and evergreens and so forth. 8 booklets is our thank you to you for an $85 membership in your station. It's a terrific investment to make and one that will pay you all year long, both the beauty of your garden and the satisfaction of really worthwhile programming on Channel 11. Let's turn to some living things, growing things that people want to get rid of their gardens. We had some questions about, well, one lady has a fungus, Fusarium blight. She would like to know how to get rid of it. I'm not sure if we know what that is.
Yeah, Fusarium blight is a disease that Fusarium blight comes into turf and to some plants. Here we're going to use an antiseptic mouthwash like Listerine, chamomile tea, chewing tobacco, liquid dish soap, and 7-Up or Sprite will be used there. It's a teaspoon of each to the quart, a tablespoon to the gallon, or a cup to 20, filling your hose and sprayer, the balance of it with either Sprite or 7-Up. The citrics in here are a bacteriostat and screw up the sex life of diseases. The same way, and if you have to use a chemical, the chemical control is a chemical called Daconil, D-A-C-O-N-I-L, Daconil. It will come under many brand names. Buy the cheapest Daconil you can, the cheapest fruit tree spray you can, the cheapest of any chemical, because the medication is the same.
And with all that leftover money, you ought to be able to make a generous membership pledge to Channel 11. And it's certainly a good use of those resources because we bring you the best of programming all year long, how to do things that make a difference in your life, how to improve your garden and your environment, how to rehab your house, how to learn a language, how to sew a dress. Channel 11 is there for you, and Jerry's here today to encourage us in our effort for you to call.
And when you make your pledge, and you select the Garden Line series, you will also get Jerry Baker's Friends and Family letter that gives you the tips, tricks, and tonics in the order that you need them, the formulas that you see. The new ones come right along with it, so make sure you call right now, 312-588-1111.
Well, one last question. How do you get rid of Creeping Charlie?
5 tablespoons of 20 mule team borax in a gallon of water and spot spray them. But remember, it also kills the grass where it is. And only in the fall can you really kill Charlie.
Well, we're going to continue now with your program on lawn problems, and we're here to take your membership call even as the program resumes. 312-588-1111. Thanks.
37, 38, 39, 40. Yep, 40. 40. What is 40? 40 is the number of diseases, or at least the commonest 40 diseases that your yard and your garden can get. Well, why should that come as a shock? There are about 3 billion insects out there that can bother your plants and